How's it, everybody? And a warm welcome to the NFT show. I'm your host, Philip Kalinko, and next to me is your co host for Freestyle Fridays, Cade
Let's fucking
Bergman.
go. Let's fucking
Let's
go.
fuck
You see,
it.
bro.
Another Friday, Cade.
Oh yeah. Let's get it done, baby. What's it called? TikTok has been overturned by Philip. Philip has jumped into the TikTok train. He's been crushing it. So I've been watching all his TikToks.
So I've got this guy that I look up to so much, a good friend of mine, Cade Bergman, and he's been saying to me the whole time, TikTok, 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 TikTok for like 6 months.
Yes,
So
sir.
finally, I watched a few Cade Bergman TikToks, and I'm upping my TikTok game. And yeah,
Let's
man,
go.
it's all you. You my inspiration for that.
It's gonna be a good decision, bro. I think you're gonna be really happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm just trying it out. We'll see how it goes. Like typically, I'm not really a short form guy. I
Mhm.
don't know, but
It's the
yeah,
way to
I
get
think
people hooked into the long form, dude. You will no one will ever watch your podcast. They'll only see the clips, and then 5% of those people will say, you know what? I've seen enough of those clips. I gotta watch that whole episode. That's how it's gonna happen.
exactly. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
how
just
I'm
hard.
looking at it for sure. All right, let's get straight into it. Market update. All right, so it's really not looking great. We're the 21st of October. So far, 219 million on OpenSea. OpenSea daily volume, you're looking at about 9.5 million. But the thing that I'm concerned about is the active wallets are really, really down. So if you
Yeah.
have a look here, this month so far, total of 265,000. And yesterday was actually the lowest amount of active wallets on OpenSea since I can remember. There were 3,000 active wallets on OpenSea yesterday, which is
Mm,
like really not. If you think about it, bro, there's guys trying to sell out a 12,000 or 10,000 or 8,000 NFT collection. There's only 3,000 active wallets. It's
yeah.
just not going to work. So really, really crazy to see that. We've got Crypto Dream here. So nice to have you, my man.
Man,
Always coming and
excited.
supporting both
Yeah.
Kate and I,
Really appreciate you,
which
man.
we
Really
really,
appreciate
really appreciate it for shizzle. All right, if we jump onto DAP Radar, we can see in the last 24 hours, 9 million on OpenSea, just under $3 million on Magic Eden, 2.2 million on X2Y2, CryptoPunks alone, $1 million, Immutable X, 700,000, and a name that we haven't seen for a while, looks rare,
it.
is
Ooh.
now 680,000. Yeah, so
Okay.
they've changed their rewards back to better rewards, and yeah, we're actually going to look at it, Kate. I'm going to show you what's going on there, my man. The crazy stuff. So if we add them all together, what have we got? 4, 14, about 16 million. Then if we look here, we're really treading water. We got Bitcoin at 19,200, Ethereum at 1,300, very much the same as where we were last week. But Cade, I've got a stock market green day, my friend.
Let's go. That's the first.
Yeah, I've been watching it as it got closer to the stream. I'm thinking, no,
You're like, come
it's gonna
on.
go red.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
because it's the first time in a month that
Yep.
we've been on our Fridays that we've seen a green day like this. Has been a bit of a better week in the stocks. Nasdaq, S&P 500,
Mhm.
still way down, and still a whole lot of pain to come, similar to crypto, NFT. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. We had a good day. We got to celebrate the good days. We got to celebrate the little victories. And today was definitely a good day for sure. So that's nice to see. If we jump into what's trending over here, you can see here I like to use flip.finance to see the daily moves. So just looking at the red versus green, other deeds down 6%. We're going to talk about it. It's linked to the looks rare. Nyolings, this new collection, where I think we're going to look into this one as
Yep.
well.
Heard of that one.
Moonbirds up 7%. We're going to look a little bit into this one as well. What else we got here? Genuine Undead, 0.77,
Holding,
so
bro.
down a
Holding.
bit, but holding, yeah. Anthony Hopkins, 0.65. Clone X, slightly up, 8.8. Gents Croquet Club, haven't seen that for a while,
Wow.
10.5.
Still.
Renga, 1.3, so pulled back a bit. And Board Ape Kennel Club at 5.9. So if we have a look here just on Ethereum, on OpenSea, we've got CryptoPunks at the top, Bored Apes at the second, other Deed, going to talk about. This one also, Degenheim. I actually want to look at this. I want to look at this one with you, Kate. All right, so we're looking here. They launched really recently. If we jump onto activity, you can see only been trading since yesterday. Yesterday, there were 2,000 sales. Today, so far, there's 500. Looking at a 7,800 collection, okay, floor price 0.162. Best offer, close to that, 0.157, which means that it's like not going down at the moment. We've got owner percentage of 60%, which is very, very healthy. Creator royalty of 5%. They haven't revealed yet. And then it minted at 0.066. So really good to see. I mean, a big collection size, 8,000, but this was one of the most hyped. And I was looking on WGMI, shout out to all the guys there, and I found a great article on this one. So I wanted to take you guys through it because I think this one has got really, really good potential. So if we have a look here, it's a fully gamified and expanding play and earn project. The artwork's been hand-drawn by veteran game artists, and there's 3 different hand art styles. So you're going to have, like, let's just say it's 7,800. You're going to have 2,500 that look a certain style, 2,500 another, and 2,500 another. But this team are really huge experts in developing mainstream gaming, and this is really quite bullish for the space, right? So if we have a look, they've got quite a cool trailer that I wanted to play for you.
Let's do it.
There you see your different art styles. Boom.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I also do, and you can see the experience. I mean, we always say interoperability, the ability to use your NFT assets in different gaming environments is really what we think the future of gaming is with Web3, and these guys are attempting to do it. The team behind them is fully doxed. They've got years of experience. They're driven by pure gaming passion. They consist of experts from various industries, but mostly gaming. They've worked on games with 6 to 8 figures of reoccurring revenue in the past. The majority of the people on the production team are seniors or experts with 5 to 10 years experience in the field. The core team is complemented by a group of highly experienced individuals from the NFT space. And here you can see some of those NFT advisors. They did collabs with a lot of big projects: Cyberkongs, Gojira, Neo Tokyo, Llamaverse, OpenDAO, Gangster All-Star. So they really, you can see that NFT native advisors helping them out to get those relationships.
Yep.
Their roadmap is really interesting, and they've already developed, they've already delivered on 3 of the 5 things over here. But definitely an interesting project. And I really do believe that this one could have legs. I really do. I think that this one could pump.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've heard Degenheim pop up multiple times in the past month or so. People just bringing it up, talking about it. I didn't know too much about it. I just know that there's a lot of hype. Degenheim is a good name too, as far as branding. I like it.
Yeah, no, I've struggled with names that I struggle to spell. I think they should keep it simple.
Like
that's my
Degenheim. It sounds cool, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I also like the sound of it. It's just people are going to try to type that in to Opensea. And I mean, look at this team, bro. It's really like a massive team, fully doxed, hey?
Yeah, true. See, Janx is in the house. What's up, Janix?
Yo. So that's them over there. If we look at their Twitter, 75,000 followers, which is really big. great engagement. And I mean, they're not taking themselves too seriously. Sort of a mixture of a Diablo style game. You got to try escape from this game environment. So look, I think it's really quite cool. Gaming is popping off, and this team is incredible. Not paid for at all, just one that I wanted to bring to your attention.
Would you ever consider streaming? Like, that's one of the things that I've had a few people bring up. They're like, streaming, gaming, NFTs, that potentially is a place that content creators could go into, especially as the NFT market develops. I know Brett, I had him on Tea Time the other day, and he told me that he thinks that the NFT meta potentially could be dead, but as far as the blockchain, obviously will be here. But if that's the case, then I'm like, where does that leave the content creators who are in the space? Is it gaming? Are they going to move into that sector? Would you ever go into that?
Look, I think it would be different if I had like more time, like if I was like younger, right? I used to love gaming. Diablo was one of my favorite games. Yeah. I've got that personality. Once I start, you won't see me for a month. I'm playing a game, you know.
Let's go.
But like I don't have the time anymore, you know, with everything going on. But if I did, I would like it. I would enjoy it, you know.
Yeah, true.
And you? How about you?
I don't know, man. I've asked myself, like, I don't like gaming that much, dude. Like, I really just don't like it. It's not that fun. I don't care how fun the game is. It's just not that fun. Even a game like Pokemon, which I love, I am like, after like an hour, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to do this anymore. But if it's for streaming purposes, if I have a sponsor and I'm making money, that's totally different. If I have a sponsor and they're paying me to play a video game, I will play that video game and I'll make that happen. But we'll see. I want to try it out. I'm going to do a little bit of streaming. I'm going to see if I can get into an NFT game that might be potentially fun. My friend Bryant is he's a gamer. He's sponsored by a couple of Web3 companies. And I'm going to see what that's about on a stream. So I'll talk to him about it. So
yeah, gaming. I mean, isn't that the dream if you could get paid to play games?
No, dude, the dream is to do this and get paid for it. The dream is to do these streams and have a sponsor like Celsius and give us money.
I don't know if you had said to me 25 years ago when I was like a 50-year-old guy, you'll get paid to play games. That's really, really cool.
That's true.
Really
That's
cool.
true.
Yeah. Another project that has been popping off that I wanted to look into with everyone, because I haven't researched it, but I think is worth looking into. I'm sure you've heard this one because it's been popping the last week.
Yes.
Nyolings. So it's quite interesting, like for a few reasons to me. I'm just looking at the things here. So the first thing is the mint price was 0.012, and it's currently sitting on a 0.178 floor. So that's almost a 20x in this market. So that's one thing. You got a 7,800 collection, 5% creator fee, 43% unique owners, not terrible, but usually new projects are around there, and you do want that number to go up. But it is a new project. It's only been around for about a week, if we have a look at it, just over a week. But what I find quite interesting is this chart, because usually after reveal, the price goes down. And that hasn't happened yet. This price is doing really, really nicely. Other thing, Kyle, have you seen this, bro? Analytics on Opensea.
Yes, I have. It's very interesting. It's a bit confusing. There's a lot of charts there. I only really use the unique view, the unique holders, because that basically takes out the work for me to go to Etherscan and check it myself. So I just go there. It was at the very bottom of the page. Everything else I don't really look at too much because I'm not a big trader.
This is really cool. Okay, so if you're not a trader, this doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
that's why.
This is live. And if you're seeing this column, listings, like popping off, so people are listing and you're seeing sales not moving, then it's best to get out.
That's not a good sign.
And the opposite applies. If you're seeing sales popping with listings not moving as much, that's good. And also, like, what are people listing at versus what are the sales? So I really like that. Price distribution, so that's almost like your listings will be your sell walls, which is really good to see. So if you're thinking to list it, I would probably list it at 0.21, because after that you've got two big sell walls. Owners, I don't worry too much about. Owner distribution is interesting. That's what you were talking about, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I'm looking at, mainly for the reviews if I'm doing videos. But that's, I mean, I'm not really trading for money. I'm using it basically. Like, I basically buy NFTs at this point for relationships or connections. Like, I bought my Elrond Punk because I wanted to get one of the blue chips on Elrond because I was going to be, participating in that blockchain. And I was like, well, I better get one of the best projects. Like it's got to be a top 3, otherwise it's not even worth it. But I wasn't really buying it to make money. I mean, if they moon, then yeah, I'll probably flip it, but we'll see.
I haven't been flipping lately either. There's really, it's not a great environment for that.
Yeah.
So here we can see a collection of 7,777 cute, lovable characters exploring the world on the Ethereum blockchain. Our vision is to establish a brand that connects real-life aspects with digital ones and combining them together as one. Nyolings holders will experience and be a part of a strong community with amazing artwork and a eye for perfection. Their roadmap or Neo map, 3 main components: amazing artwork, build an incredible community, and having an experienced and qualified team. Here is the team, guys. I mean, I haven't really looked into.
Yeah, I haven't done too much. I just know that I missed out on a flip because when I saw, I think they were a little bit less than that, potentially under 0.1. I can't remember exactly when I found them, but.
So we go to these guys' pages. They've each got about 3,000 followers. I like to see joined like 2016. It means it's not a new account. Oh, this is interesting. One of the developers behind Los Mortos. I like that project a lot. Do you remember?
I do remember Los Mortos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I flipped too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. It feels like a eternity ago since that project.
It does.
Yeah, you can see some of the art. It's like sort of 3D clay figure art. It's nice. I mean, it's something different,
Yeah.
It gives me a Doodles vibe, but in clay. Like it seems to be PFP friendly. Do you agree?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. We've seen I guess we haven't seen that many projects like this, but I don't know how long the hype from this kind of cute art lasts. Like usually it lasts a few weeks, and then it's just like, all right, and it's just kind of old news. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like looking at the team over here. It's not like I'm seeing like faces. This is another dev behind Los Mortos, so at least we know it's an established project. I wonder what Los Mortos is doing these days as far as floor price. Let's have a look at that.
Because they got up to 0.4 ETH, right?
I think even 0.7.
Yeah, like, I flipped them all at like 0.2 because I thought it was dead, and then it just kept mooning, and I was like, fuck. Okay, they're still holding.
Yeah, and they always had the strength of the community. I remember that about them.
Did you know that like nobody in the team is actually like Mexican? That was one of the things that turned me and Devin off. I think that's part of the reason we sold, actually, because we were like, oh, what?
So
that's what they're parading around like.
Yeah, as if nice to see the guys are the same guys from Los Mortos, and that the project at Los Mortos hasn't gone to zero. But yeah, I've just been seeing a trending one that I wanted to explore a little bit more while we were here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I don't have too much to say on the clay dolls. Honestly, it's just a PFP project. There's not too much to report on those kind of things currently. It's just, I don't know. Those projects are really, really having a hard time maintaining anything. Because at this point, it's like they're going to survive on like what, a few $1,000 off royalties, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on it?
In general, PFPs?
Yeah, right now, PFPs.
Unless it's attached to future promise of decent utility or something like that. Yeah, it's got to have stuff coming in and like a plan. It can't just be for the sake of it, unless it's like your substantial blue chips, in inverted commas, like a Bored Ape, Yacht Club, or whatever. But yeah, most of them are going to struggle. Everything's struggling in this market at the moment.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm still getting people for their reviews for commission videos. Honestly, like I thought at some point maybe they would dry up. I was really scared about that, and honestly, they definitely have a lot. But oh no, Philip has left the stream. He's left his own stream.
You offended me.
He's fired himself off the stream. He's left the throne empty. The throne is there for the taking.
I got it back.
Crypto Dream's coming in. He's going to fill in your spot. He's going to jump in with the green screen and take your place.
Let's go. All right, so something that everyone's been talking about. Let's have a look over here. The Blur airdrop. Boom, boom, boom.
Dude, there's a lot of drama with this one.
Why?
You haven't heard about the Beanie drama?
Okay, so Beanie's maybe on the team, but so is Zeneca and other like really amazing guys, right?
Dude, but the drama around Beanie, I don't know if you know enough, a lot about the guy.
A lot.
You know,
I
okay,
do.
yeah. People
Yeah.
fucking hate that guy. They hate that guy. He is the devil in Web3. Like, people do not like him. There are some people who are loyal fans, obviously, but the majority of people, when they think of Beanie, they think of massive rug puller, selling on his own supporters, dipping. He's an old white guy is the consensus. They've like found a way. So apparently they've doxed him. I don't know if it's actually him, but I don't know, man. That was a huge dent into Blur, because Blur put out a statement and said, we didn't know it was him. We didn't like blah, blah, blah. We don't have any association. We just accepted his money. It's like, no, you knew who, like, there's no way you didn't know who he was. Like, what? So I don't know. It sounds sketchy to me, but I'll still take the airdrops. You know, I got, oh man, you got a lot.
Yeah, bro, I'm a trader.
Damn.
How many did
Shit,
you get?
Half of that, not even. I got like I got 7 total, I think. Bunch of uncommons,
like
one rare.
130.
Jesus.
But my problem is, do I have to click on each of these fucking things?
Oh, wait, hold on. You have 100 and something. I have 6 or 7 total, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't trade.
All right. So basically, for anyone watching, despite Beanie being on the team, the rest of the team is really good.
He's on the team. He's technically just an investor. He was a seed investor, like an angel investor.
So being an investor, aside for that, the team is really quite substantial. I'm just going to keep doing this because I don't know how I'm going to get through 100 of them. And they've been working on this for a year. The big thing about their sales pitch here, or whatever it may be, they're saying that let's get out of here, and I'll show you how to do it for anyone who has it. But they're saying that they're really the fast way to list and buy and sell in the space. So here they say the fastest NFT marketplace, ditch slow, execute trades faster, and make more money on Blur. The only marketplace that lets you sweep across multiple marketplaces, which is really quite cool. So it doesn't matter which marketplace it's on. Anyway, Genie does do that, and Gem, I think. So
but I heard they're slow. I heard that's one of in the Twitter space the other day. There people were saying it was really slow.
Yeah. But don't say you're the only one to allow sweeping across multiple marketplaces, right? You're not. You are the fastest, you could say, right?
Marketing. It's just marketing.
Yeah. Well, it's bullshit.
It is bullshit. I don't know why people keep doing it, dude. It's like every single email. It's like, we are the first project to do this. I'm like, no, the fuck you're not. I've reviewed 25 projects just like yours.
I'm the same. Snipe reveals faster than anyone else. Manage your portfolio with advanced analytics. So that's what they're saying. Here you can see some of the team. DZ is a huge guy in the space. I'll make this bigger for you guys. He really is a huge guy in the space. Yeah. Zenik is a massive guy in the space. Keyboard Monkey is a massive guy in the space. 6529 is a massive guy. So what I'm saying to you is that just, if Beanie is an investor in this, one of the many, they still have a very strong team, and I think that they have a good intention here. I really do. I don't think there's any risk in connecting to this. I really don't, which is clear to the fact that I have. The other thing you can do is you can list on like multiple marketplaces at once. So if I go to my portfolio, for example, here, and I want to list anything, really, I don't mind. Let's say a CubeX. List one item. Then you can choose to list here on Opensea. Okay, they've temporarily disabled Opensea. Looks rare, Opensea, X2, Y2 they've disabled. So you can list on 3 marketplaces at once simultaneously.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
When it comes to the airdrop, I think it's quite important to say that we don't yet know how much or what you're getting. And the truth is if you haven't traded a lot in the last 6 months, I don't think it's going to be substantial. No. But these mystery boxes are the first part of the airdrop. And then there's going to be airdrop 2 where you get tokens, and that they say is going to be significantly higher reward than airdrop.
That's the only reason I even bothered is the second airdrop, because if this pulls a looks rare but it works, then these airdrops will be worth something. It just depends by the time the second airdrop comes. If Blur has established themselves and people are using them, these will be dope. And that's what I'm betting on. If it's not anything other than that, they'll suck. But that's the gamble we're taking. And it's not a big gamble. It's free. So like I'm rolling with it. I mean, I remember airdrop season. You remember airdrop season. That shit was lit. I mean, I don't know if people
Yeah.
in TikTok stream, what's up TikTok? I don't know if people on YouTube or Twitter, wherever you guys are watching this. There was a airdrop season, and that shit was insane. I made thousands. I'm sure Philip made way more than I did, but I made thousands of dollars, and I'm not even a big trader.
Yeah, what was there? SOS and
SOS,
Looks. Another one with
wait.
the S.
What is it?
Yeah.
Sweep.
So the
I think it's called, or fees. Fees.wtf. That one was terrible though.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah,
there was another one with the S. So yeah, they're saying there'll be multiple rounds of Blur airdrops. Airdrop 1 was for everyone who's traded in the last 6 months. Airdrop 2 will be for all traders who actively list on Blur during November or through November. So I hope my listings now matter. Airdrop 2 will be much bigger than Airdrop 1. So traders who are eligible will get significantly more packages. The airdrop mechanism ensures that traders who actively use Blur will be the ones who get the most tokens and control the protocol. So the more you list, the more you earn. Listing blue chips helps. Listing more active collections helps.
Interesting.
Blur gives NFT owners the right to set their own royalties. So that's the big thing that they're saying here. However, listers who include royalties will get a larger airdrop than listers who don't.
Yep.
This way, when governance launches, traders will honor. So if we go back here and we go back to portfolio and we want to list any item, it really doesn't matter, and we say list, you can see over here, you can put in whatever royalty you want to give to Blur, including 0%. So we can take out...
Can you? I couldn't get... I don't think I tried 0%. It didn't work for me.
Well, you can do 0.01 or whatever, 0.1, which is as close to 0 as you're going to get, right?
I did 6 because I was listing a shit NFT, and I literally would rather get the points for listing it with the fee than like trying to make $6 on the flip that no one's going to buy because no one knows about the NFT. I'm just going to probably try and list a couple a month until November, and just, well, I guess November is in a month. Never mind. Yeah, I guess I'll just list a few.
No, November's in a week or just over a week.
So hold on. So the second airdrop is happening in literally a week?
No. So they're saying if you list during November, the airdrop is happening only in January, as far as I understand.
January,
actually something. But if you look here, Kate, you can do 0% here. You can do 0% and you can list it at 0%. So opposed to Magic Eden, which we're actually going to talk about with how they did it blanket, here Blur is saying something different. They're saying, look, you determine your royalty, but because we know that most people will want to do 0 if they can choose to, we incentivizing you to list it with a percentage, which is a royalty to Blur, which is exactly what you said, Kate. You said, look, I did put a royalty there because I wanted to get the points. And
do I need to sell it? Does it need to sell for me to get anything, or just list it?
Just list it, because that's what they said on this link, which was from their site. It's for listing. Nice. I imagine that if it sells, you might get more out of it. I don't know, but all of this is focused on listing, right?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, look, it's watch this space. If you have traded substantially in the last 6 months, there's nothing to lose by going to blur.io, clicking airdrop. You have to list one NFT only originally to get these care packages, and then if you want to partake in airdrop 2, the more you list, the goalposts always change. So originally it said 7, then it said 9, and now it's saying 11. So it's trying to get me to carry on listing. Yeah, definitely interesting one.
It is, dude. It is. A lot of people are excited about it. The only drama again was the fact that Beanie was there. But then it turned into not really a Blur thing. It just turned into people arguing about Beanie. All the OGs arguing, saying he sucks. All the new people saying, I don't believe it. And it's just a fucking it's a shit show. But then Beanie yesterday tweeted out, he said, I'm done. I'm leaving. I'll just be behind the scenes. So it doesn't look like all the influencers who were whining and complaining yesterday are going to have to worry about it. But I don't know. I'm pretty indifferent. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't like to get involved in the FUD. I typically stay away from it.
Honestly, like have you thought about this, Philip? Is like we spend a lot of time on Twitter, but we don't get as much engagement because we don't do shit posts, which is what Twitter is known for. Like every time I leave a shit post comment, it gets twice as much engagement as like a helpful tweet, right? And so I was like, maybe I should just take my tweets onto LinkedIn and just like I'll put it on Twitter just because. But like maybe I should really start leaning into LinkedIn because like my tweets are not really tweets. Like they're definitely more of a LinkedIn post where people could get something out of it, and maybe I can actually get something back from it because like I'm not going to get an opportunity probably from Twitter. It'll probably be on LinkedIn where I put out helpful bits of tweets that are like helping content creators or Web3 companies and empty projects and stuff. I just don't know if Twitter is the right medium to be leaving that kind of advice, because there's nothing that I get from it.
You can do it on both. You
Yeah,
can
I think
do
that's
it
what I'm
on
gonna do.
both. My experience from LinkedIn, and I could be completely wrong, is that they are still very much Web 2. And Web 3 stuff just sort of goes over their head for the most part. I just want to see here what Janix is saying. Janix, just clarify, do you mean the blur.io contract is unverified? Please just confirm. I'm assuming
So
that's what you're saying.
I went on Twitter and I went to the OX Bender dude, the guy who's like a famous contract dev guy. He's the one with the board ape, with the gray board ape, and he does a lot of the audits in the space whenever there's a contract that people aren't sure of. He did his own little poke through of it, and he said he gave the okay on it. He even connected his wallet, so that's the only reason I decided that it was okay for me. But I'm trusting some random guy on Twitter, so.
I'm sort of on in Janix's camp, to be honest. I mean, I think I like completely. I don't like unverified contracts, and if you're launching a marketplace, I mean, it's basics. Even if you're launching a stupid 50 NFT collection for free, I'm not interested in it unless it's verified. So I didn't even check the contract. So that's not like really bullish, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I
Maybe
just go off feel.
Maybe they rushed it through specifically because Magic Eden went to 0 royalties and they wanted to get this out as soon as possible.
It's possible. I mean, they've got some of the big marketers on the team who are like backing the projects. Then maybe they were like, maybe like we need to do this right now. It's time to capitalize. So it's possible.
Yeah. And that takes us nicely into our next topic, which is Magic Eden goes to 0. Okay, it's a little bit clickbaity, but what we mean is that they announced optional royalties on their side, and this actually didn't go as planned. So everyone was quite upset because a project WeBallLottery wash traded to number 1 on Magic Eden because there's no royalties now. It's easy to wash trade. You can buy and sell. No, you don't have to pay any extra.
I did not think about that side of it. Damn, that's true.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start sweeping my own floor.
Exactly, and there's no, you're not losing the usual couple of percent that you lose to Opensea.
Dude, Lady Ape Club could have made it with this kind of marketplace.
So that's what happened, bro. So this collection called WeBallLottery, which is a soul collection, became number 1 overnight on Solana and was showing as number 1 on OpenSea. Because OpenSea also has Ethereum. So OpenSea then stopped showing Solana projects on their ranking tool.
Oh, God, dude. Solana just takes fucking L after L, I swear.
But Magic Eden's been doing so well. So well, and this is the first fail in a long time that I've seen. But you saw on the activity, the trading activity is not that down. It's still $3 million, right?
Yep. Did you see? Never mind. Sorry.
So yeah, so this is quite interesting. They say it's not a decision we took lightly. We understand this move has serious implications for the ecosystem. We hope it's not a permanent decision. But today, royalties are not enforceable on chain. We welcome and hope to see new standards. See, I don't like it. A lot of people didn't like it either. What do you think, Kate?
Man, the royalties game is hard for me. I like the idea of royalties. I don't know if they need to go all the way to 10% unless it's like a one-of-one artist. Like I feel like if you're a collection, it should just be set at like 2.5 or like 5 or something smaller. And then you just retain that. I would like royalties to be here. I don't know. I think it's a pretty core part of Web3.
But the other thing is that it's like Magic Eden just ragged founders because, royalties are not embedded in contracts, which I think they should be. All right, Utes did it and put it in their contract, right? They made it 0. But I'm saying, like, if you thought that you would get that Magic Eden was going to honor the royalty, which is the way it's been done on all marketplaces, is that they honor the royalty that you set, and all of a sudden overnight you wake up and it's like, sorry, we're not giving you a royalty. We're not taking it from the customer, and we're not giving it to you. I
Yeah,
would
the
be
way
pissed.
it was a little bit rough. Like that's why I didn't really mind X2Y2. They came into the game saying, "Here's what we're about. Here's what we're doing."
Exactly.
And I actually just did a
Exactly.
podcast with the head of business development, Wacky, from X2Y2. So if you guys want to check that out, that's on the YouTube channel. And we kind of talked about all the things and his opinion on the metaverse, on royalties and all those things. So that was really interesting to get his perspective on it. Yeah, I don't know. With royalties, man, that's really tough for me. Like it's hard for me to care when I don't have a project like that. Like I have my own art collections, and for those, my own supporters, they don't sell anyway. Like 90% of them are diamond holders. They've never sold it, but I feel like they don't mind giving me a cut because like they bought it for a reason. Like they bought to support me. That was the whole reason they
Yeah,
bought.
but
And they knew they
it's not really like the same debate that you and I have had so many times. Like I think it's more the fact that the marketplace that was paying royalties
Yes,
overnight sided with the
that was weird.
consumer and not the project creators, right? And overnight
Yeah,
said, okay, consumer, you don't have to pay a royalty. And we saw that a lot of collections tanked on Solana. It really had quite a big knock-on effect. By
yeah.
the way, I did watch that entire interview with the X2Y2 founder, and
Thank
it
you,
was
bro.
brilliant, and I
Let's
really, really
go.
enjoyed it. I also watched your one with Champ, and I have a bone to pick with you.
What's
I
up? Oh,
do.
dude, Champ.
I
That
really,
took a few minutes to get in there with Champ. Like
I
he,
really
he and I
like
both were
Champ.
tired.
I really like Champ, and I respect him a lot, and I like his content. And he asked you 3 separate times in that 30-minute interview, 3 separate times, who are the guys posting on YouTube every day? And here I am. I'm a fan of Champ, and I'm your friend, and I post every day. And I was saying to myself, Philip, tell him about
Did I not
me.
say
Tell him
Philip?
about me. You did not say Philip,
Get
and
the
he did. He
fuck
said
out of here. Are you
you did
serious?
not say Philip. You did not say Philip.
Oh,
And here
fuck
I
me,
am.
dude. I'm
You're
sorry. I was
sitting with
going
a
through
guy that
fuck.
I look up to so much, and you always have my back, and I just want the guy to hear my name. I know he's not going to know who I
No,
am.
I'm sorry. I literally thought I said your name. I mean, we only had like 8 people. Like when Gerald Collar made that tweet as well, he made a tweet the other day about who's left. And I was like, fuck, there really is only like 8 or 9 people here. And I was just scrounging my name for like the names. I just couldn't remember any of them. Like he and I both were struggling to come up with people. We were like, him, me, and I was just like, I can't remember who's like making videos like on the spot. I apologize for that. No, you definitely do make a lot of consistent content. You are one of the only people still playing daily. I don't know why I didn't say
So
you. I really
if
don't.
you ever get the opportunity to meet with Champ again, please tell him about
Yeah,
his
we'll get him
fan
back
Philip.
on. We'll get him back on. We'll give you proper recognition. I'm sorry about that, dude. No, you definitely do put in
Yeah.
that work. I don't know why I didn't say your name.
Then he came back. He said, "Hold on, let's talk about that again." And then I
Yeah, you
thought,
know what?
"Okay,
Actually, I
fine."
remember
And
that
then
because
he
I was
came
trying to
back
figure
and he
out why
said
you said it.
again.
Yeah, he brought it up 2 or 3 times because I remember him saying that, and I was like, wait, he's really trying to figure this out. And I was like, I don't remember. Like my
Yeah.
mind was fucking blank. Like if we didn't have help from the chat, I would have been like, I don't remember who like makes videos. Like I don't even know. But I don't know why your name didn't come up because you're literally one of the only 3 people that I watch on NFT YouTube. Like I only know of a couple of YouTubers. I barely knew. I found out about Champ like 3 months ago. Like I don't really like watch the NFT
Yeah.
YouTubers that much. So like I
See,
don't know.
crypto
I don't know.
abundance is right. You rug
Yeah, you
pulled
got rugged.
me.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry about that. I feel bad.
Yeah, yeah. I was sitting there and I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. But
Well, you
he's
also
seen
gotta
time,
understand, like
right?
in that kind of podcast, like my
He,
mind's not in that mindset.
no,
I'm not
I do
even.
understand. I'm making it to be a little bit more than it was to be. I'm just gonna pause while I get a tissue because I was really, really upset. I really love Champ. It's like it's more that than anything else. Like I really do. Um, Crypto abundance says here royalties are good and even important. Will make the NFT space and the community space more for security. Yeah, I mean, look, Kaden and I have spoken about it many times. I've actually clipped quite a few of them and made them standalone videos. So I don't want to like hash over it again. But yeah, I think it also depends. It also depends, if a project mints out like a 10,000 collection at zero point 0.1 ETH, why do they need royalties? They've now got $2 million to
True.
deliver a lot. That's very different to an independent artist who releases a collection of 10 NFTs and gives them away or sells them at next to nothing and really is hoping that that collection grows and can live off the royalty. That's very different. So it's not so black and white, but I'm against Magic Eden unilaterally deciding that they are pulling the plug and leaving all the founders of those projects in the lurch. I really am.
Yeah, it was the way they did it. I think you're right.
Yeah,
It was rough.
So that's an interesting one. Then we've got Kate's best friend Zagabond. They've founded many projects together.
Oh boy.
So this is quite cool. I just want to show you guys. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's try again. That's weird.
What?
Got to share the screen. That would help, eh? All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why there's no sound, even though there should
Muted.
be.
Oh,
It's not muted.
I don't know.
Weird.
Is the sound necessary?
Yeah, he says hi, it's Z. So they're using Zagabond front and center, which I thought was an interesting choice, to be quite honest. They've now got this special technology that they've made, which is the Bean chip that you can scan physical items. It's similar to what you said earlier, Kate, where guys are saying it's the first time it's been done. It's not. Clone X has been doing this with their clothing, but basically they're rolling out 9 skateboards, which is also not a huge amount, but these are gold plated, 24 karat gold plated, and each skateboard is going to have the Bean chip technology that verifies that it's an NFT. And then they've hinted also at gold guitars. The reason that I'm bringing it up is because there has been about a 15% rise in the floor price since this has come out. So I do think it's notable. And even though I've made my views on Azuki very clear, Zagabond has admittedly rugged projects before, and I'm not interested in investing in a project like that. I do think it would be a disservice to the viewers not to bring up notable news in the space just because of my personal views on a founder. So I did want to show this. And it's been bullish for them because in the end of the day, as I say, the floor price has moved up. Yeah, I think the floor price would have moved up 10 times as much if they had said we're firing Zagabond and we've got it, and it would have been cheaper than 9 gold-plated skateboards. Also, it's interesting to choose 9 because it's a 10,000 collection size. So what about the other 9,991 holders who are never going to get these gold skateboards? And to be honest, because we know it's Zagabond, he's probably owns 9 of his own NFTs and he's going to end up winning all of them. And the chip doesn't exist because he doesn't need to put a chip because he's going to own all 9 of them. And that's the problem with the founder that rugs, is that you'll never trust anything he does. So yes, he's made 9 gold-plated skateboard. Guess who's getting all 9 of them? Zagabond.
Yeah, that one's tough, dude. That one, it's really, really hard to trust a founder when you know that they've kind of just dipped when things got a little bit too rocky. I don't have too much to say about Azuki either. I mean, that's cool what they're doing, especially if they do that kind of in real life thing. Like, I'm a big fan of that. I'm waiting right now on my Antonym counterpart physical piece right now, even though that project has gone from worth $4,000 to like $200, but I'm still holding it and I still want that physical piece. I think there's something to be said for it. If they end up being some kind of type of huge project, then it'll be good to have that. It'll be a flex. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't have too much to say about that.
But I don't like you know me, I don't like people talking shit. I don't like they're introducing this physical back token. They made up this PBD. They made up this word, physical back token, but they haven't made up the technology.
Yeah.
We know that CloneX has been doing it in their hoodies for months.
And Izu, bro. Izu's doing it right now. They literally are working. They're building the technology right now. I'm like, there's no way you guys are really saying that. Unless they started 6 months ago. That then maybe, but I doubt it. You know, I don't know. In my opinion, they probably just.
Even so, we know that CloneX has said that they started it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right?
I would go CloneX over Azuki 100 times out of 100 either way. But
yeah,
I mean, cool stuff for Azuki. Like, glad to see them actually doing anything though. Like, from that perspective, I'm glad and I'm happy that they're doing something. Because if they're not doing something, then nobody else is doing anything right now. So the projects that do have the funds and the capabilities and the competent people on the team, they should be, and they have a responsibility to uphold what they can in the NFT space and to keep the place alive, because they have the means to, and they should be trying new things. They've got all this fucking money, like millions more than any company fucking should in a year. And I don't know. I think it's good.
Yeah, they got a lot of money. So Zagabond gets a bonus of 9 gold-plated skateboards. Okay, next story. Cade, you mentioned this. I joined Cade's Twitter space on Wednesday. For anyone that doesn't go through, I highly suggest you do. So Cade does Tea Time with Tom every second Wednesday. And then every second Wednesday that he's not doing that, he does spaces. You just go to his Twitter account and push the blue circle around his name. Same time as the show, starts 9 o'clock CEST. So Cade mentioned this, and I looked a bit more into it. NFTs are going to be taxed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting next tax season.
Yes. So did you see this? They basically now have added a column where you have to determine where you have to declare your assets. It's digital assets, and they then say including stable coins and NFTs specifically in the form, right? So that's like showing you, and I mean, we know that the government is of every country is looking into this. We know the SEC is coming down hard to try and delay the technology. And I mean, even South Africa over here, there was a headline yesterday that from 2023, you're going to have to declare your NFTs and your blockchain assets as well. And we usually like 20 years behind anything. I mean, we can't even get the electricity right. We don't even have electricity. But no, they're going to be doing blockchain and NFTs. It's true as God, at the moment, there's no power. I'm sitting here, like, obviously, we've got a power backup system, batteries and shit. But, like, I don't know if you saw about 20 minutes ago when I lifted my hand, I was switching the screen back on because I don't have any power. We currently load shedding.
Philip's still out here streaming about NFTs, even though the man's got no power in the house, but still streaming about NFTs.
No power in the whole area. They're in the street in the suburb. There's no power.
Crazy, dude. I would be dead if I didn't have power. I wouldn't have AC, and I would be crying right now if I didn't have AC.
But they are able to tax us NFTs and blockchain. They know about that, but they don't know about providing power. So the truth is, Kate, about the power thing, you get used to it, bro. So what I mean is, like, you never get used to not having power, but you make provisions. So you have generators, you have power, battery backups, and whatever. You do what you need to, right? So it becomes more normal. The bigger problem is that it affects the economy as a whole, because, like, a car manufacturer, for example, that needs a lot of power is not going to want to come and set up a factory in South Africa and spend 100 million rand to set up a factory and then to have no power for half a day every day that they can't produce. And so it has this ripple down effect. It's just, it's bad. And we've been dealing with load shedding here for 15 fucking years. For 15 years, we've been dealing with this.
Dude, just move to Seattle, bro.
I love it, yeah. Look, everywhere's got its good and its bad.
I agree.
And we definitely no exception to that. But I just think if they can, have their finger on the pulse enough to know what blockchain is and NFTs and say I have to declare it.
Dude, it's like the only time they clock in is when they gotta take our money. They're like, oh, like we'll pay attention and tax you.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. Dude. Rather focus your attention on fixing the power plants.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Wild. Oh wait, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pop out for like 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
Cool. So the next story that we've got over here, bicycle playing cards, which is really, really cool. So bicycle playing cards have partnered with Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I really like bicycle cards. I really like Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I think it's cool that they've partnered together. So there's this nice article on Decrypt why the 130-year-old brand Bicycle is making these cards, and they say here that the BAYC has attracted an array of celebrities and brand owners over the last year and a half. Some use the NFT artwork as a status symbol, while others tap the IP to create and sell their own products. Later, such brand to claim ownership is a unique one indeed. Bicycle playing cards. Okay. It's communities like the Bored Ape Yacht Club that are shaping the future of the internet and the future of Web3. So that's from Bicycle Cards, the VP of brand commercialization for Bicycle. So obviously they want to remain relevant, and they do these collector sets every once in a while. But I think this is really, really cool because, as I say, I do like playing card games, and I always use Bicycle cards, and I love Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I would love to get myself a set of these. But yeah, just good to see. They also purchased this punk. So Bicycle purchased this punk. They paid $187,000. And now they are rolling it out as their playing cards, which is so cool. And again, you see the value of the way that if you own your punk, you have full commercial rights over it. So this couldn't be done in any collection, but Bicycle, researched it. They saw that they have full commercial rights, and therefore they bought the punk, and they can now do whatever they want with that punk. And this is a great example to see a massive brand and an established company using that to their benefit. So yeah, I just like it. I would love to get a pack. I will be keeping my eyes out for it for sure. Let's pretend that we were waiting for Kate the whole time. I thought he was coming back. It's no fun if he doesn't come back. I want him to come back and see us in dead silence, right? And then he's like, I'm like, oh, we were waiting for you. So crypto abundance this year. I had a 3-part answer on the royalty topic, but right before I sent it, YouTube, of course, crashed down on me. So I'll just agree to disagree. I mean, if it's okay. Of course, feel free to carry on. Feel free to carry on. I'm happy to see it. I was just saying that we have covered it, and I think it's not a one size fits all, the royalty thing. I do think that, as I said, a collection that maybe made $5 million on their mint. Why do they need royalty? Versus someone like Cade, who's got a small art project where he's airdropped most of his pieces to people for free and is hoping one day that it will become popular. That's not fair to take royalties away. I also believe royalties are really important with the lure of NFTs and blockchain, being that a lot of artists are drawn to blockchain because finally in their contract they can have, every time their song is played, they get a royalty on that. And if you take that away, then it doesn't have that allure to artists and musicians and things like that. So I'm with you for sure. I just think it's not a one size fits all. All right, while we're waiting for Cade, yes. Yeah.
My bad for taking so long.
We've been waiting for you. It's been like dead air for
it's literally for 3 minutes. I don't know why that took so long.
Where did you go?
I ran downstairs to get my laundry, and then I realized I didn't have my bag with me, so I ran back upstairs and back down. So all the stairs.
But bro, I thought it was a second, so I wanted to wait for you for the next story.
I'm sorry, dude.
And we've been sitting here. I've been looking at myself for 3 minutes.
All right. Well, I saw Bored Apes on the screen though before I left.
Yeah. I'm talking shit. I just pretended that I sat here for 3 minutes.
Oh, you motherfucker! What happened with that story though?
You'll have to watch the stream, but you'll have to watch. Yeah. It's a cool story. Bicycle playing cards is bought a Bored Ape, and they're rolling out with their Bored Ape.
I know about that story. Then I know about that story.
Yeah, I think it's so cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right. Then just like a little thing, we got Coinbase announcing that anyone can now create an NFT collection with tools to mint on the blockchain. So you can go onto Coinbase NFT and they can handle everything for you. They can help you create your collection and even help you mint it. So creators will still own their contract, and the platform will manage the contract deployment, hosting, and auditing. I think it's quite interesting because we've seen this from Magic Eden and afterwards from Opensea, where they've launched their sort of launch pad where they cradle projects and sort of support them and allow it that they can do everything for you. You don't need a website. You don't need to know about blockchain. You don't need a developer. They'll help you with the marketing. So we're seeing Coinbase, who really flopped. They launched their NFT collection marketplace, and it really flopped terribly, like really, really badly. And it's still a huge, huge flop. And they obviously trying different things, right? So they want to make it that anyone can use them as a launch pad also. Again, I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate that they flop so badly, because the reason you go to a launch partner is because you want the marketing that comes with that also. And so if you want to mint a collection of 2,000 NFTs, you're not going to achieve that, I don't think, at this current time on Coinbase's marketplace. So yes, they can help you with the security and the blockchain side of it, but the marketing side, why not go to Magic Eden or Opensea, right?
Yeah, dude. I mean, Coinbase has just got to offer something worthy of bothering to use their chain. There's just no benefit, in my opinion, that's big enough to be like, oh, I'm definitely going to use Coinbase.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, I mean, I don't want to discourage anyone and let them carry on. The funny thing is that it's not like a small company. I mean, they're massive, and this has been a catastrophic fail. I mean, the amount of money they paid to develop this thing. I mean, just in salaries alone, the guy they hired to run this NFT marketplace side of things has made millions. I know that as a fact. And I don't even think they've sold, like $500,000 worth of NFTs since launch.
Yeah, he's the only one who won.
Incredible. Yeah. I mean, I would have done it for 1/10 of the price. It made a really shit marketplace that no one goes to.
Oh, geez. That's funny, dude.
Hey, I would have done it for half the price with pleasure. They could have saved $5 million.
Mr. Armstrong,
and I would have done it.
Should have hired.
I would have done it. I would have done it a lot quicker. I would have failed. I could have failed in a minute for them.
You could have made 2 marketplaces by the time I got my laundry.
2 failing marketplaces.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
for sure. Yeah.
By the way, I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna follow up on that because I feel bad about the champ thing. Because I was gonna make a tweet anyway, but I'm gonna make a tweet with all the YouTubers that are worth watching that have continued to make content in the bear market. You'll definitely be at the top of that list. I feel like shit for not even. I don't know how my brain didn't come to you. You literally stream with me every week, so I'm not sure why you weren't at the top of my mind. But I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna make that one right.
Okay. I was like literally like sitting there saying, "Please have my name."
Why the fuck didn't you comment anything, dude? Why didn't you comment? I would have been like, "Oh yeah, duh."
No, so you were streaming like 1 a.m. my time, so I watched it the next day.
Gotcha.
And I also didn't want to. I wouldn't want to shill. I wouldn't, even if I was watching.
But if you just left a period, I would have been like, "Oh shit, Philip." Obviously, my brain was like, I couldn't remember.
I was like sitting there, please say my name, because he's like, I look up to him, like I really do. As a YouTuber, look, he seemed like not with it. I mean, he
in the beginning he was totally out of it, but we got him in after like 15 minutes. We were kind of rolling. The first few minutes was tough. I think he I know for a fact he is sick, so that's why we had to postpone it the first day, because he was actually sick. And so by the time I had him on, he was still coughing throughout the podcast, so I know he was sick. So I imagine he was just kind of feeling under the weather.
Probably on meds and stuff like that. Yeah, because I've watched a lot of his content from the beginning. I've watched the Brett video where Brett introduced Champ. And then I was one of his first followers. I minted the Champ pass when he launched it. I've got a Champ hat on and a Champ jersey, and I'm sitting there, and it's like, please tell him my name. And it's like, oh.
All right, I'll duly noted for the tweet. He'll know.
Okay.
He'll know. I didn't know you knew him like that. You had told me, because I didn't find out about Champ till he already had 35K. I literally had never seen a single YouTube video until a few months ago.
He got that quickly, hey? I mean, he launched a YouTube channel, and like 2 days later he had 15,000, and 2 days later he had 30,000. Same with his Twitter. He just blew up because of his connection to Brett. But I mean, I followed the whole story, and I've probably watched every one of his videos, just like I've watched every one of yours. But I've probably watched every one of his. But I don't know. I was sitting there like a kid in a candy store, and then it just never happened.
And then I was Lucifer. Morningstar comes in.
Yeah. All right. So next story. You ready, my bro?
Ready.
Okay. Hold on. We're sharing. So DigiDaigaku. We know them. We've spoken about them before. The Web2 gaming company that's come to Web3. The guy who's not very approachable. I think you told me that, right, Cade?
Yeah, dude, he was just kind of a dick because I don't know. I didn't like the way he kept interrupting the Magic Eden, the girl. She was representing Magic Eden on the space with Frank, and he would interrupt her every couple seconds, which is fine if you're gonna also interrupt Frank. but like he only interrupted her because he was like, well, she's not answering the question. I'm like, Frank's not answering the question. Why don't you interrupt him too?
But I actually remember something in the beginning, and I'm like 95% sure that it was him, that his tweets were like really cryptic and weird, and people were saying, is this guy autistic or like what's wrong here? I don't know if
it's possible.
I think it, yeah, so it might be something like that. But then again, you've got $150 million that you've raised and through minting and your VC. Get someone who's the front and center for you, if that is the case. So another controversial thing, and the story is that they are spending $6.5 million for a Super Bowl ad.
Christ.
Yeah, I personally don't think it's a great use of funds.
Such a waste of money.
Yeah, because you're marketing it to an audience that has no fucking idea what an NFT is. And you're not going to be, in 30 seconds, you're not going to be able to tell them what an NFT is. It's almost like at the music awards when they did the Bored Ape Yacht Club there. But even there, celebrities do know Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is even more of a fail. Your average guy watching the Super Bowl.
There's an even better example. Last year at the Super Bowl, CoinbaseNFT bought an ad on the Super Bowl, got 2 million people or something to click on it, and flop.
Exactly.
It just doesn't matter. There's way better places to put some marketing.
Guy. Yes. Yeah. No. Definitely. It's not the way to do it. And I mean, I would even say like I know Super Bowl is most eyes, and I know this is what it costs. But I'm just saying, I would even say to do any sort of mass media and spend even $1 million is just stupid. It's wasted money, and you got to know that's just for the slot. That's not for the firm that they're going to hire to actually create the advert.
Yeah, like for him, it's like a flex to be on the Super Bowl. But in my opinion, a bigger flex is like, okay, if you're going to spend $6.5 million fucking dollars, why don't you take half of that and spend $3 million and sponsor the UFC for the whole season or something like that? Like that's a way, way, way better opportunity. You're going to spend less money. You're going to be there way in front of more people who at least know about it. And you know, because they're sponsored by crypto.com all the time. They're sponsored by their crypto companies. People know about it. All the UFC fighters are contracted with a bunch of crypto companies because they're paying really well. I'm like, guys, there's a way better audience to market in front of. And that's like where my whole entire brand comes from, is like targeting your audience and putting the thing you're selling in front of the right eyes. Means you can skip all the things about getting 1 million people to watch it. You don't need 1 million people to watch it. You need a couple thousand people to see it who are going to buy your shit. And it just makes no sense why you'd buy a Super Bowl ad.
Who cares if 100 million people see it if only 5 people actually understand what you're talking about? Rather spend nothing and get 500 people to see it. I mean, it's an absolute waste of money. Absolute waste of money. Biggest fail in the space this week. Biggest fail.
Probably. It's a lot of money, and I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But I mean, it could be. I mean, we could be wrong, but...
Breaking news.
That was cool.
The biggest fail in the space this week. DigiDaigaku.
Gabe's coming after you, bro. Gabe's coming after you.
$5 million on a Super Bowl ad. Before, they're probably going to be spending $10 million by the time they actually get it done. You know, so
in a bull market, maybe it's okay, but like right now,
not even. No, sorry, never. It's never okay. Until we mainstream, until it's Coca-Cola and everyone there could potentially buy Coke.
Yeah,
I've got a Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing. This is stupid. The first thing you would do is your target audience. Know your audience.
Yeah,
and that's who you advertise to.
Dude, because you could do 10 years of marketing with $6.5 million, like to play with. You could do
100 years of marketing.
Yeah, like that is. But guys, Joyce Keenan would be on the moon if I had $6.5 million for marketing. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah, we even saw it. I mean, when there was NFT New York and Adam Bomb Squad had that protest against NFTs, how many eyes that got, and that cost them nothing.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was funny, but I'm $6.5 million. This is an absolute joke.
It's crazy.
Absolute joke.
Crazy.
Yeah. Dude. So. Got my blood pressure. I think I need a drink, Cade. Entertain
Dude, Philip has had a stressful ass stream today. Luckily, he's got the hydration.
Between Zagabond and $6.5 million down the drain, what was the other problem that I had?
Me not I feel like my
Yeah,
dude
you were fucking champ. Yeah. Jesus.
It's been a rough one for Philip. He deserves your subscription. If you're watching this and you're on any channel, go to his YouTube channel right now. Click the subscribe button. He is easily. I would say now that I have more time to think about it, if you were to list out the people who post the most and the most consistent, it's definitely me, Philip, and Parallax. And I don't know who else would fall in that category. Like y'all are literally, I think Parallax uploads every day. I'm uploading almost every day. Not anymore. You're definitely posting every day.
Yeah, but the difference between Parallax and me is that his presentation is amazing. So he's doing every day. Well, it's not really every day or every second day, but it's like well edited and all of that sort of stuff. So look, really I'm not professing to be there. He's doing really well, really well. I'll take my hat off to him. But yeah, I mean there is videos there pretty much every day. Yeah. So yeah, but you can tell our 3 viewers now, but not Champ. All right, next story. You ready? This one's actually quite big. So Reddit has quietly gone about creating NFTs without telling anyone that it's actually NFTs, right?
Yeah.
So this is massive because it's been a huge success, so much so that over 3 million crypto wallets have been created to be able to get these NFTs, and not once have they actually mentioned Reddit that it's an NFT, which is a smart move, right? So they have got over 50 million daily users. We know that they're really good. And now you can make your avatar on the Reddit app, these custom NFTs, different characters. And yeah, they've successfully been able to use the technology without it being known by the people who are buying it through their normal wallet, not a crypto wallet, that it actually is an NFT.
Yep.
And I think it's very, very cool because this is the future. This is how we're going to see NFTs in the future, right? Not as NFTs, but rather an existing company using it as a reward or a loyalty program to their existing
I love that.
users.
I love that meme right there. That's hilarious.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what we're saying.
That's how you do it, bro. I gotta cover that. I gotta cover Reddit. There's a couple of videos I need to come up with today. Reddit is one of them.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. I mean, the way they packaged it and, everything, the way they called it and everything, because we got to be honest here and we got to say, look, the word NFT has been ruined. Unfortunately, bad actors have come into the space. As we know, there's been a lot of rugs. And really, if you are a company with 50 million active users, or even 10 million, or even 1 million, or even 100, you don't want to say the word NFT to your customer base. But if you call it collectible avatars, and they don't need a crypto wallet in order to be able to get it, and you reward loyal guys with more rare ones, boom, you've just rolled out NFTs to over 3 million people in the midst of a bear market.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's very impressive. I don't know how this kind of like isn't a bigger story. Like it's big, but it's not really a big story trending, at least on like Twitter and stuff. I feel like this is something that the reason I'm making a video is because I think it needs more attention on it. And I want people to know about it more because it's a big story. And like even myself, I kind of like swept under the rug.
I saw, who I saw it on first, and I'm not saying that they were the first to do it or not, but just who I saw it on first was NFT Nate. NFT Nate did a Reddit piece about 2 weeks ago, before anyone was talking about it.
Nice.
And both Kate and I love Nate. G'day, Nate.
Top G.
G'day, Nate. Yeah. All right. So if you look here in the last even 24 hours, this is the Reddit NFT, bro. I'm looking at Polygon on Opensea. So this is one of them. So wait, number one is Reddit. Number 3 is Reddit. All of these.
Wow.
Number 4 is Reddit.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive, dude.
Number 5 is Reddit. Number 7 is Reddit. I'm opening all of them. We'll look at them. Number 8 is Reddit.
There are cheap floors. I might have to scoop one of these.
Number 9 is because it's in Polygon. Number 9 is Reddit. Sure. Number 10 is Reddit.
I hate using Polygon, dude. I hate.
Number 13 is Reddit, and so on. Okay, so this is huge freaking news. So this particular one is a collection of 2,000, floor price 0.13.
Unrevealed still. Interesting.
This one over here
Dude, anything with the word spooky, I'm not touching because it's too risky. You don't know when it's going to crash because it's going to crash after holidays.
And then here, spooky season.
Why are they all unrevealed?
But you know what's bullish about this for me, Kate, is that the fact that they're doing it spooky season means that they intend to roll out more and more. So after Halloween, they might do a Santa one. It's just bullish for the space in general that a company like Reddit is going so heavy into NFTs. So I actually don't know that they do reveal. I think these are them. And that's why there's so many collections. So this one is 1,500, possibly. The other one was 2,000. This one's also 1,500. So yeah, I don't know for sure. But I think this is it. What you see is what you get.
Oh, okay. It's kind of. I like variety. I like being able to choose the one I want.
Yeah, but people aren't really buying this. The guys don't even know if it's an NFT. That's why so few are listed. Because the guy who's got it as his avatar on Reddit hasn't been told it's an NFT.
How much were they when they bought them?
No, if you were active, you could get one. Yeah, free. You claimed it free.
Fuck, dude, I don't know anything about Reddit. Like, I was not a Reddit kid. I don't understand Reddit. I don't really understand 4chan yet. I'm starting to a little bit, but I don't fully understand Reddit. I got to do like a tutorial and figure out like what Reddit. Like, I know what it is, but I haven't like used it like that, and I need to.
Yeah, I just know. I'm not also active. I'm also not active on it, but it is massive. All I know is that like when I search for a how-to or questions on Google, often I end up on Reddit with the answers. So someone's answered it on Reddit. So as far as my understanding is, it's a massive, massive community of different sort of like groups where
it's everything we want.
Anything.
It's everything that I want. I just haven't jumped in because I'm just like don't know enough about it. But it's like when I think about NFTs and what I'm excited about. It's about the digital online communities and social identity and how you identify within a subculture or an online culture, which literally is what Reddit is. And I've been living on Twitter because I'm like, Twitter is what that is. But like, that's as best as I got. And then I was like, wait, Reddit is literally everything I don't like about Twitter or everything I like about Twitter without a lot of the things I don't like about Twitter. Why am I not on Reddit? And I just haven't gotten around to it. So
did you see on Twitter, they've launched something called communities?
Yes, I briefly, but are they trying to like take over Discord kind of thing?
I don't know what they're trying to do, but they've launched this thing called Community. So I made one called the NFT Show, and I've got one person who joined.
Oh yeah, let's go. It's better than zero.
All right. No, well, I thought that it's not like specifically people who know me. People would search for NFT or NFT Show and join. So obviously, we're still early to Twitter communities, just like we're early to NFTs. But yeah,
dude, it doesn't even matter right now. Like the numbers, it's not as important for the numbers right now. It's the only thing that's important is that you continue posting shit through the bear.
No, I agree. I'm just saying I don't think that Twitter is. All it's made out to be. I think that
I agree.
Something like a Reddit is really worth looking into. Let me know.
I want to. Yeah. I'll make a video.
It's interesting. Cool.
We'll both probably make videos.
No, I'll watch it. I'm not going to make a video on it.
Nah,
because I'm not going to research it. I know you are, and you're going to tell me what it's like.
True.
All right. So NFT house sold on OpenSea. It's literally a house for $175,000.
Jesus.
Did you see this?
Did not see that.
How cool
South
is this?
Carolina, that's my hometown. What? Where?
And is this your house?
No, that literally looks like Devin's house. He's the CM for Wolf Boy. That is wild. Wait, where does this say where in South Carolina this is?
Okay,
looks like Somerville or something.
A house in South Carolina has been sold for $175,000. The sale was orchestrated by Roofstock on chain.
Dude, I'm going to figure out.
Arm of real estate company Roofstock. Real estate investor purchased a 3-bedroom house in South Carolina via NFT marketplace OpenSea over the weekend. Paid for $175,000 in USDC. It's 149 Cottage Lake Way.
Columbia. No way. That's where I was born. Born in Columbia. Dude, that's literally like 10 minutes away from where I was born. That's wild.
Check how cool. This is the first one I've heard of that where a house has sold on the blockchain. And I've always said, like, I think your bond for your house should be, or your home loan, whatever you call it there, should be an NFT, because that's irrefutable evidence, better than the piece of paper that you get once you pay off the property, that if your files get burnt, or I don't know, there's a flood, it's a huge mission to get those documents.
Yeah.
149 Cottage Lake Way is in 29209, a sought-after subdivision known as Rosewood,
Say about
right beside
being
Highway
purchasable
77,
as a
which is a
NFT.
main vein highway in South Carolina, running from Charlotte, North Carolina, down to Atlanta, Georgia. It's right next to the main shopping center for Columbia proper, where Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, and other retailers like Cisco and Planet Fitness are
Okay.
located.
I want to get to the NFT part.
As soon as you walk in, you notice the clean LVP flooring, master bedroom.
I don't think this is going to talk about the NFT. It's just a tour of the house.
No, it is at the end.
Build, with an attached garage, AC, 3-bedroom, and 2.5 bath. Given the location, the age of the property, with all of the updates and amenities,
Maybe not.
this is a move-in ready property.
So the interesting thing about this, though, is this is a different kind of NFT, right? It's not, I mean, it's an NFT, but it's more about utilizing the blockchain. The NFT is just the product, like it is just the contract part. But this is something where, like, you know, royalties probably wouldn't play a part, and collectability probably wouldn't play a part as much. It's just the utility. Sure. So there's different
100%.
kinds of NFTs that are going to exist, different styles of contracts. So that's why the NFTs are, it's important to just be aware of all of them, because there might be some that you like, that you have more expertise in. For me, I like the kind of, I don't know, I like talking about all the things, but I really, really love the collectability side of NFTs. And that's probably the one place that my passion will always lie. But these things are also cool as shit, and they're very more practical.
Yeah, exactly. And long term, when we think of the future of blockchain, these sort of things are going to be where it's prevalent everywhere.
Yeah.
Versus you're not going to be really interested in the NFT project. You might still be interested in a CryptoPunk, a Bored Ape, a CloneX, the OGs, because of their collectability. But you'll see that there won't be any new projects launched, because it will become normal, like the internet, right?
Well, I want to buy, for example, Cause or something. I want to buy the Cause NFT that's going to give me access to be able to buy all the Cause when they come out in real life. I want to hold the NFT so that I have access to all of it. Like, that's what I'm excited about, is for
what?
collectibles.
Access
to? Like, it's just like certain hype brands that I really like. I want to buy those NFTs, the ones that give me access to stuff. Like, that's what I'm excited about. It's always collectibles. I just like collectibles. And at some point, when the companies start rolling them out for in real life stuff, that'll probably be the ones that I'm really interested in, or the social identity ones, where more metaverse related stuff. But either way, like, for me, my favorite things are collectibles. Your favorite things are collectibles too. Like, you have a shit ton behind you. So I'm sure that's where at least a portion of my channel will always stick with the collectibles, because I think it's fun.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I do like the collectible side of it, but I do also think that that's such a tiny part of the actual potential of blockchain technology, and where we're going to be in like 10, 15, 20 years with it. You know?
But that's not a long time. We got a lot of content between us now and 10, 15 years. So it's a lot of videos to make.
For sure. We're going to have to make the show earlier as I age. You know, it's going to be, Kate, at 6 p.m. I need to go to bed. Oh, can we start at 3 p.m., please?
I can start. So right now, I could do this at, like, my normal tea time is 11 a.m. So an hour and a half before this stream starts. So I can always bump up to as early as that time if you ever decide you want to move it up.
As I get older.
Every year we go up by 15 minutes.
Yeah. Speaking of utility, a little bit of utility, but interesting. So, Bored Ape Yacht Club and Garakakan, if you own the NFTs, you're going to get lounge access at 28 airports. Obviously, it's just being rolled out.
That's cool.
So, in real life utility, yeah. But Kate, I mean, you're going to spend $100,000 to get that, whereas if you just have a MasterCard or a Visa, you get that anyway.
Yeah, but what if you just had to hold the gutter cat and you're like, oh shit, now I also get this? Or like other companies that are smaller that are going to partner up with maybe something like this. That's fun for me. This is the part of NFTs that I was always excited about, that I was waiting on, is like these kind of collaborations where just you having that collectible and then other companies liking this collectible and brand, and they say, okay, now it's time to partner up with them. Like, I thought Coolman's Universe would have something cool. And there's a few other projects that I think are waiting on a couple of those partnerships, and that's going to be cool. That's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, so I think this is a great beginning, right? And I do think like Board Ape Yacht Club, in their best interest, a project like that to have as many different things like this as possible.
Right.
Like in real life utility, obviously you get access to their private clubs, whatever. I'm not interested in any of that. Airport access, I've already got on my credit cards anyway. So I'm really not interested, but I do. It's a notable story because, as Kate said, this is the beginning of what you want from NFT, some proper utility for them, right?
Yep, I agree. What's Gutter Cats at for
So
the floor?
they're about 5.5, but the closest offer is like 4. So
Okay.
they on their way down, definitely. But what's interesting is that Bored Ape Yacht Club never even announced this, hey? So
Interesting.
yeah, so it's not a massive thing for them, but it's
Or they
definitely.
released it in the Discord and they're just like, you know what, we're just gonna keep these things to ourselves and just like only for the people who
No,
care.
that's
Like,
not the way they don't operate like
no,
that.
I mean it's not. I mean this is not a huge announcement though. Like that's why I'm
Well, that's
saying
what I'm
like these
saying.
kind of
It's,
things.
yeah. Okay, so maybe it's just not big enough to
Yeah,
warrant it,
it's
right?
like Brett said that for his own channel, for his own Magic Mushroom Clubhouse. He's like, yeah, whenever we have big announcements, he's just like, I just put it in Discord. He goes, I don't care to put it out there.
Yeah, but Bored Ape Yacht Club are loud. They want to
True,
tell you the utility every
true.
second, you know.
I think they should yell
So
about this. This is cool. I like this.
yeah, for me, I just look, if it was a $1 NFT, great. I'm saying like $100,000, and what do you get? VIP lounge access. Especially anyone who's got $100,000 to spend on a Bored Ape Yacht Club already has an Amex card or whatever, where they already get access to over 20,000 lounges all over the world.
Yeah,
So
but like people who hold the Bored Ape, they aren't gonna. A lot of them try not to sell it. They like, especially if you only have one ape, it's really hard to sell it. So you're like, okay, I have this really expensive asset. Maybe it's gone up 30%, but I don't want to sell it. Like, how am I supposed to get any value if I don't sell the actual asset? That's where these kind of things are really helpful because it's like I'm getting consistent value without having to sell the NFT, which is the goal. You know, like that's my goal with my NFT access key holders. I don't want them to have to sell to get any kind of value. I want them to hold it. And by them holding it, they get the value. And that's my goal long term with those NFTs. So I don't know. Oh yeah, this is a good comment.
you read it, okay?
This is what the entire NFT space should do eventually, attach the collectability with real life value, toys, house contracts, etc. But I don't think the art, etc. NFTs, I assume there's a part 2.
Yeah.
Will go away. We'll stick around like memes still around. I agree. I think the ones, I mean, they'll always be around, like you just said, but the ones that stick something in there, that's way more interesting to me. And if you can have a project that has a cool brand where you actually fuck with them, and by you holding it, you get access to whatever, dude, that's dubs right there. I mean, it might still be a midterm thing before they crash back down, but if their rewards still keep coming in and they have a partnership with some kind of company, that's cool. If you have a long-term partnership and now they're secure, they got funding, they've got some VCs, whatever, who knows, you know?
For sure. It's the beginning of it. We've got Crypto Dream saying, is this a Bored Ape Yacht Club? If
Wait, what?
it has a picture of a Bored Ape Yacht Club in the Squad Grow NFT. Is that real?
Is there some kind of giveaway? If it's a giveaway of a Bored Ape, it's probably not real. 99% of those are fake. They're engagement farming.
Squad Grow, cool. Let's see. You could sell to magazines. They're about to use.
Oh, like licensing out your Bored Ape?
Yeah, you can. So you can do that. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. You can do anything you want with your Bored Ape Yacht Club. Anything
It
at all.
depends on the project, though. Like they have that
You
specific.
just cannot use the name Bored Ape Yacht Club, but your actual picture of your NFT, you can do whatever you want with it. Anything. You own the commercial rights to that NFT.
Yeah, and with my NFTs, I have access keys. They're a little bit different, but like for a lot of PFPs, they have those same rights.
Yeah. So, and they want it. They want you to do that. I prefer it so much to CCO. You know, the problem with CCO is that you can take my picture of my Bored Ape and use it however you want, and I've got no recourse on you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Whereas with BAYC, with commercial rights, you can do as you want, and if I'm big enough and you use my picture and I want to sue you, I can sue you and force you to take my picture down. It's not yours.
Yeah, and I think, and for different styles of collections, they have different rules. Like with my art collections, you can use that, and like if you're writing an article or a book, and my NFT's in there, and you're talking about something, you're like, hey, this is like an example. Like here's an art piece, here's blah blah blah. That's totally fine, and you could sell that book and make money off of it, and the NFTs, is in the book, or whatever. That's totally fine. But if you go and parade around saying you're the artist, that's different. You can't resell my art telling people it's your art when it's not. That's the only, so I can't, like mine's a little bit different. I have a YouTube video attached to my Opensea collection in the description with like all different links and videos and like words and text boxes to all the different rules, because I just don't want people to get it confused. Like if you go to my Opensea, you can have all the information there, but all your questions answered. And I think that's important if you're an art piece collection, because you don't want people to get confused. You don't want people selling your art thinking they can, because some people just don't think about it.
Yeah, for sure. And then we see here, so Crypto Dreams is saying that you can make money. Yeah, for sure. Licensing is a big part of it. Definitely, 100%. And then we've got here Crypto Abundance, awesome NFT innovation. Times we are living in, early adopters. I can tell you that much. 100%. I agree for sure. And also very excited about the space. Okay, then interesting little tidbit of news. I want to chat to you about it because, Kate was around when I was holding my Moonbird and I had it silver nested, and then they decided to give everyone a moon bag or a fanny pack or whatever you guys call it, a waste bag, and it was really disappointing. So now the gold nesting period is up, and this is what they're giving you this time, which I personally think is better than last time, but anything is better than last time. But it's basically a digital photo frame with your Moonbird, but with your Moonbird actually animated. So they're getting an artist to redraw all the Moonbirds and have them animated. So like here, the hair moves, right? Which it doesn't in the PFP. So look, it's definitely better than a waste bag. I heard Kate sigh. Kate, tell me.
I like
it. It's better than a waste bag.
I love it if this is what Moonbirds, if this is why people bought Moonbirds, but it's not. People thought this was going to take them to the moon and they're going to have all this crazy stuff happen. It's not because they fuck with Moonbirds or they think the art's amazing or they really connect with the art or something in the brand. It's not about that. If it was, this would be dope. The thing is, when you've raised fucking $50 million, I expect something more than this, because this is something I'm doing for my holders. And I made like a couple $1,000s off my NFTs, and I can make this happen on a smaller scale. I mean, they're doing a little bit of animation, CGenics, but I would expect way, way more, especially for the gold nest, dude. It's got to be way bigger than this. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know.
Nesting is just an incentive for people to nest their Moonbirds. They are still working on all their stuff, high rise, da. This is just a small part of it, but I do agree, and you know how disappointed I was with the moon bag. I'm just saying it's getting better. That's all I'm saying.
It's getting better. You cannot sit here and say this Moonbird is worth 10 Ethereum for that. Like, there's no fucking chance.
9.
90.
The floor's 9 at the moment. So
like I would expect this from a collection with a 0.4 ETH floor. And if I saw this, I'd be like, nice. But a 9 ETH floor project, bro, you've got to deliver something more than that. For the promise of saying, hey, hold our NFT and don't sell it for this amount of time. We're going to deliver something dope. And then this is what I'm going to get. I'm like, bro, I don't even like my Moonbird. I'm only holding this because I thought you're going to give me something cool. It's a different kind of project. If you have a project where it's cool, it's different. And people are excited being there because it's cool. But people are in here because of the hype. So I imagine there's probably a lot of people kind of like hurting on the inside about this.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't think are you still holding your Moonbird?
No. Yeah. They went to CCO. I listed 1 ETH under the floor, and what not? Let's just clarify because it's been a while. Yeah, I saw the listings were going down. I listed maybe half an ETH under the floor. I wanted to get out. I think just to clarify, I know you and I have had this conversation. If I had bought the project knowing it was CCO, I actually don't mind so much. The fact that I bought it and it specifically said on their website, not CCO, you have the rights, then to be told that all of a sudden overnight that I could go to China and have a whole range of clothing with my Moonbird, shit quality, making it look terrible, and I can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
I was out because they didn't tell me that from the beginning, right?
Agreed. Yeah, that was brutal, dude. I remember that.
For sure. So, Cade, we have got a little bit of time. There is nothing left to talk about. Obviously, if there's anyone who wants to ask us anything in chat, please feel free. But meantime, I don't know. Do you want to chat? Do you want to say anything? What should we chat about?
Let's see. What's been going on lately? NFTs. I'm trying to think of like what I've posted about, like what kind of things have been happening.
No, it doesn't have to be like NFT related at all. How's the job going? Well, it can be whatever. I mean, we got a few minutes to chat.
We just talked a lot about NFTs. I feel like we pretty much covered all the NFT stuff, so we can talk about more life things. The job is going great, dude. I mean, it's good money. It's a couple $100 every shift. It's good for me to get out of the house. Like I look forward to just being out and like being in a different state of mind, different environment. That's the main reason I'm there. I meet people. I get to flirt. I get to talk shit. Like it's fun, and so I like it. I like it all. The staff is really cool. I'm friends with everyone there. Everyone works really hard. That's really nice. Like I did not see a lot of that in my last restaurant job. Everyone was kind of lazy and just hated being there. And this is a different environment. Like people like work hard, and that's cool to be around. So I'm having a great time, dude.
Good. And any cheeky babies?
Any what?
Cheeky babies. You said you like to flirt. Have you met anyone nice as a result of it, or are you just playing the field?
No, I'm definitely playing the field, but I mean, there's a couple. there's a few that are super cool that I talk to, but definitely not going to dox them on a YouTube stream. Maybe they're watching. I don't know. But yeah, no, there's a couple people who are really cool there. But right now I'm mainly I just started a few weeks ago, so I'm definitely not gonna like even think about sleeping around that early, just because I just don't need that.
I didn't realize we meant employees. I thought staff, customers.
No. Oh, customers. No. So I'm bar backing. So I'm not bartending yet because they're a huge bar.
Okay.
There's no way I can learn on the fly like that. I'm gonna try and.
So you're not customer facing at all.
No, I am, but I don't talk to them and take their orders because that's not something I'm ready for yet. I don't have the mental energy to like learn bartending yet. So right now I'm just getting accustomed to the bar again, accustomed to working. I'm only working twice a week. So it's really hard to get good at something when you're only working twice a week. So bar backing is really easy. It's good money. So it's probably gonna be a couple months before I say, okay, like maybe I can try the bartending thing and like spend some more effort and like memorize drinks and all that stuff.
For sure. Okay, I get it. So what you need to do is you need to make 500 business cards with a picture of your face that say, call me. And then as you see a nice looking girl that the other guy's taking the order from, you just slide your business card there with your number on it. Right? That's the alpha.
It might be the alpha, dude. I'm not sure how it's gonna be. I like it. I have a lot of fun doing it. And what's up, Firebug? What's up, TikTok fam? No, I have a lot of fun doing it. I think I should have started it 6 months ago because I definitely have the time to like. I feel like anyone right now who's in Web3 who's been trying to do it full time, and you're like, man, like I wish I was making a little bit more money. Maybe you're stressing about things and you're at home a lot. Then I would say then go get a restaurant job, or even if you don't have that and you just want more money. And a lot of people work like hourly jobs. It's so stupid. You should get paid for something that's not just hourly. Like my bar backing, I get tips and I get an hourly paycheck. But there's a lot, like when I go to Chipotle, every single day I go and I'm like, why are you working here? You're making $12 an hour and you could be making 30 to 40 an hour at a restaurant right down the street. But you're working this job. It's just as hard. It's just as annoying. And you're making a fourth of the pay. I'm like, what are you doing to yourself? And I just don't understand why more people don't get in the restaurant business. It's so easy. It's so much money. And everyone is cool as shit. Like everyone's cool. Different walks of life. There's 20-year-olds. There's 40-year-olds. There's 60-year-olds working there. And it's like literally such a good environment if you can find a good restaurant. So that's what I would say to people. It's good, consistent income. And it gives me really, really good balance. Like that's something I've really, really struggled with was the balance here. And it's been nice, dude. It's been really nice.
Good. I'm glad you're getting out. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Very, very cool.
Keep up the good work. Yeah. How about you, bro? What you been up to?
Bro? Fuck. Busy at work, busy with the kids. Right? Yeah, it's a busy time at work. Always this time of year is, thank God, very, very busy. And also the kids, it's constant stuff going on,
You gonna get them a big fat Christmas? You guys do anything crazy for Christmas or not?
No, so I'm Jewish, so we like Christmas for us. I guess we have Hanukkah, but it's not the same. It's not like Christmas is for you, right? In that it's not like a big thing like presents and stuff like that. It's really not. You like stand together and light some candles and sing and you know, that's really it. It's not, and it's over 7 days, Hanukkah. So I know it's the same time period, but it's not the same. But yeah, we're going to go away. Going to take the family away. We're going to go on vacation. Yeah, I'm not taking a computer. I'm being serious. I'm not taking a cell phone. And I'm really excited. So
you're not going to take a cell phone?
No, Bianca will have a phone in case.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, I'll be on MetaMask and Discord on my phone. I'm not doing it. I'll tell you, before NFTs, right? I work very, very hard always. Even before NFTs, very hard, very hard. I do. I've got a good work ethic, all the rest. I would go on holiday once a year with the family. Even before the kids, Bianca and I would go away for 3 weeks once a year. I would never take a cell phone. I would never take an iPad. I'd never take a computer. And, you know, after that time of just switching off, you come back and you're ready to really focus and do the year. You've really had a break from the world. I don't want to know. Bianca knows. I don't want to know if there's a war anywhere. Yeah. I don't want to know if the whole of South Africa's burnt. I don't want to know. I'll find out when I get back from holiday. I want to switch off, and it works really well for me. And that's my personality. Like, I'm all in or all out. So, you know, with NFTs last December, I didn't switch off. I had all my stuff and whatever, and it was a mistake. I need to switch off to fully recharge, and I'm looking forward to doing it. But it will be the first time since I got into the NFT space that I am going to be off the radar. No technology at all.
You should do this though. If you're not going to bring a camera or phone or anything, you should get a Polaroid camera or like one of those film camera things where it's like disposable, and just take some fun pictures while you're out.
So Bianca's got her phone, so we use that as a camera, right? We'll take photos, and you know, obviously, if we need a phone for anything, we've got Bianca's. As I say, I just know if I have mine on me, I'll look at the news. You know, I'm just in the habit of checking certain things, the stock market, then crypto, and then it's like no holiday. It's like, hold on, I got to quickly log in and sell this and buy this. No, I'm not interested. So I'm looking really forward to it. I really am.
When are you going on that break, by the way?
So it's a place called Hunters Rest in Rustenburg. It's like maybe a 2.5 hour drive, and it's like a massive like resort or whatever you want to call it, with bungalows, like different rooms. You know, we'll have one for our family, and there's a big swimming pool there, and miniature golf and 4x4s, and so basically drive. You park your car and you just relax. You know.
That's gonna be lit, dude. That's gonna be really fun. Is that gonna be during like December, or when are you going for that?
Yeah, December, because that's when, like, corporate gifts, that's what we do, promotional products. In South Africa, I know every country is different. In South Africa, over sort of a week before Christmas to like 7th of Jan, more or less, everyone closes. Unless you're essential services like, you know, obviously hospitals, police, you know, whatever. Everyone closes. That's it. So there's no point being at work. There's no business. We only supply companies. All companies are closed, 99% of them. So I always close that time of year. So that's when I go away always, is those 3 weeks.
True.
So we got Crypto Dream. You're lucky I don't work with you. I'd be asking you questions all day and night. Yeah, you get a holiday if you worked with me. There's nothing to, you know, I'm not there. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not asking any questions. 100%. And then what we got here, we got Crypto Abundance, a real family man. I see, for sure. I've been called that before, and I like that. It's a compliment. My family's everything to me. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, you are a man of quality, bruh. Quality, man of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here, but you are the dude. You are the man.
Just say you are the man.
You are the man. You are the family man.
All right, guys. So for everyone who's come, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you haven't subscribed, guys. What are you doing? Only 55% of us are subscribed. It's not on. Let's get that number up. But thank you for joining us. Thank you, as always, to my co-host, Cade, for keeping me company. I couldn't do this without him. And guys, keep safe and keep positive in this market. Yes, it's bare. Yes, it's hard. But I truly believe the people that are in the stream and still online and still keeping up with the space, we are going to be the OGs when the market turns again. So keep learning, keep growing, and we will see you next week for the same show.
Let's get it.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace, guys.
Peace.